it's Dudney, Techo 3. Yeah. I just wanted to, sort of talk about something that I remember from my time at Tech. I remember going by the penthouse, which, was by the 8th floor gym, and, everyone was always so psyched to hang out at the penthouse, even though you didn't want us there when we were supposed to be in class. But you would always have these knickknacks, these sort of seen on TV type of products, whether it was that contraption they had you hanging upside down for like 5-15 minutes or whatever to sort of center your chin or whatever it was. You always had something like that. And one of the things I remember is that after practice, we were putting together a trampoline, which came in like a million pieces, IKEA style, and a whole bunch of us sort of stayed after practice and tried to put this trampoline together. And we ended up, it was a little difficult, but we ended up getting it done. And afterwards you sort of said, okay, well, somebody get on it and test the trampoline. And we all looked at each other like, we don't want to sort of test out our handmanship right now. Nobody wants to get on this trampoline and sort of be the one to take that fall in case we didn't put it together right. So a whole bunch of us were just sort of like, oh, we gotta go, it's late, we're hungry. And so I don't think we ever did test that trampoline. I don't know if it worked well or not, but that was just one of the things that I remember. That's just one of the many products that you ordered over the years, health oriented, of course. But you were always sort of making us aware that we had to be healthy and sort of take care of our bodies, which would allow us to be more productive on the court as well. So I definitely wish you luck in the rest of your endeavors. We love you, I love you, and I speak for all of Techo 3, if I may. We love you. On behalf of them, definitely give you our best wishes. So best of luck, Mr. Davis. Love you.
Mr. Davis, hello. I'm Tanika's mother. And I just want to thank you for the role that you played in Tanika's life. Really appreciate everything that you've done for her from the days that you used to pick her up and bring her to basketball. I think it was you that introduced her and the Brooklyn Tech time that introduced her to basketball, and because of that, she is the person that she is today because of your influence and the part that you played. Thank you so much. It was greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Even though I wasn't over 6 feet, like you always told me that for my position, I always had a backup plan, and it was always my books. I made it. I'm a civil engineer now, and I have you to thank for it. I do appreciate everything, and I love you. Thank you.
Okay, the lights are really bright. So, Coach Davis, the Charmaine for Brooklyn Tech and MIKA. I just want to tell you thank you. The words cannot express my gratitude for all your time and your sacrifice with us. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And without you and your dedication to us, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today, or the mom that I am, the student that I was throughout college. So I just want to tell you thank you. I love you, and I wish you the best with your retirement.
Hi, Mr. Davis. It's Kim. Just in case I look different and you don't remember me. The one thing I want to thank you for is introducing me to basketball in the first place, because I was not thinking about being on any athletic team at all before you decided to convince me to be on the basketball team. And since then, I'm a basketball coach. Yay! So obviously you have influenced my life a lot. So I just thank you for that, because basketball has become such a big part of my life now, and it's all because of you. Much love, and hope you get to coach many, many, many more basketball games.
Hey, Mr. Davis. I always recall you being tough on me, and I greatly appreciate that, because that allowed me to dig within myself and do what I needed to do for my team. I remember you used me once as an example of how to play defense, and that turned out to be one of my strong points when I was on the court. I do appreciate everything you've done for me. I have passed it down to my kids, not only the kids that I had, but I do appreciate what you've done for me. I've made sure I carried it or passed it forward to the kids that I now coach, and the kids that I've had personally, little Ava and Trinity. I will try to come back to New York and help you out as much as I can. And thanks again for the motivation and the drive to help me become what I've become. this day. Thank you.
Sometimes you win when you lose, but you lose when you win. As a teacher, I throw in the quotes here and there to just spark my classes. So for 25 years of knowing you and moving you around Brooklyn, I appreciate all you have done for me. I appreciate MIKA. The family needs you now, ladies. We are still trying to fight the good fight of raising these young ladies, so we still need each and every one of you to be here. He cannot do it alone, even though he's shown that he's done so much. So again, thank you.
Bring it down. I was the point guard, as you can see.
Take the mic off. Take the mic off.
Good evening. Sorry I'm late. I just walked in. But you know, I guess everyone would concur that this is something that was long overdue. Bonnie, we just want to thank you for all the years that you have given us. You know, I started playing with Bonnie back in the 80s, and we were Penn Working at the time. And I remember Bonnie, we used to play like day in and day out. On the weekends, that was basketball, 6 games a day. We'll make every game, you know. Games that we couldn't make, we'll send 5, and then we'll 5, the rest will 5.
I remember getting a trophy for taking offensive fouls. I appreciate it.
Yeah, or making those layups, left-handed layup, you get a soda. Yeah, but I think one of the most memorable moments that I remember is when we was playing in the Wheelchair Classic. And as an educator that Bonnie was, and still is, he took us to the Children's Hospital. And you know, we encountered a lot of kids there that had a lot of physical disabilities. But once we entered to one young girl's room, you know, she told us how happy and blessed we were to be able to do something that she loved, playing the game of basketball. And, you know, that young lady was paralyzed from the waist down, and she felt that, you know, she said that she wished she could just go out and just shoot some hoop like we could, and, you know, she needed help to be turned and just to look outside and see the sun come up. That young girl was Tamika. And I remember that summer when Bonnie came to us and said, how would you like to change our name from Penn Working to MIKA? That's what brings us all here today. And we want to thank him for that. Because you look around here, we're a MIKA family and we've grown so much. And, you know, Bonnie, throughout the years, you have given us all a lot. I mean, things that word cannot describe. But we want to thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sure all of y'all remember those riding the station wagon. Some of y'all, we was the laugh of the party.
I think they were spoiled. They had an excursion to ride.
But we couldn't touch that radio station. I heard it through the grapevine. I kept singing it every time. But you know, Bonnie, kudos to you. This event, you make all this possible. Thank you, ladies, for just thinking about all of this, and thank you. Again, that's all we can say.
Okay, everybody pretty much echoed everything that I wanted to say, but when I was asked to speak, I was honored and a little unsure if I could actually express how much you mean to me. I wish I could just bottle you up and take you back to Maryland so you could, you know, coach there. But you gave me a place to go, even though it was way from the Bronx to Brooklyn. I took that long train ride every day for practice. You gave me a group of lifelong friends. And also, you are a father figure to me. And the lessons that I've learned from you. I remember being in college and not calling my father to complain and be like, oh, I miss everybody, but calling you and saying, oh, Mr. Davis, I don't like it here. So I just thank you. I want to echo what Winnie and Kendra just said. I want to thank you for being there for me then and being there for me now. The lessons that you taught me, I will cherish forever and pass on to my daughter and hopefully to the girls that I coach. And I just want you to really know. No, I'm not. But really, I just hope you know that you mean so much to me. And thank you.
I'm Stacy. I'm the oldie but young one. I'm like the baby to most of y'all. Most of y'all met me when I was 9, like 4 feet tall, and I had a growth spurt clearly. But been with Mr. Davis for a long time. I was one of the people that got to see the station wagon, but also went through both excursions. And now we had a little minivan chilling. Wow, it's a long road with Mr. Davis. One of the biggest things I remember about him was he used to tell us like this journey of basketball, like you lose by a lot, lose by a little, win by a little, win by a lot. And I've been here long enough to go through that whole phase with Mr. Davis, like playing teams like Exodus, who used to beat us by 30. And now, the same teams be coming back in MIKA, we beating them by 30, you know? So it's been a long road with him. Proud to say because of him, I did graduate high school, top of my class. I'm in college now, engineering major, my first internship, and I owe a lot of it to Mr. Davis. He was my father. Like, MIKA helped raise me for the last 11, 12 years of my life. I don't really know how I ended up ending this, and now I have to have some kind of culmination and be all nice. But so many things I remember about Mr. Davis, and everything he said, we did. He told us that if we stood in ice for 3 minutes, our knees wouldn't hurt, and we did it. Pepper pills, we did it.
Valerie, cayenne pepper, that's all. Remember the cayenne pepper?
Jump soles, and we also, we thought that watermelon were a food group by themselves. And there's so many things that whatever you said, we did it. Just because of who you are. And as I look out on so many of you that we haven't seen in so long, and I see that everyone is doing so well and everyone looks so well, and it's not by accident. It's because of the man that you are and what you poured into us. And that common denominator in all of our success, the 100% graduation from high school, the 98% from college, that is not a coincidence. And we owe all of that to you. And like, I clown all the geriatrics, the April, the Winnies. But you have given me so many older sisters that I look to still day to day. And I'm so happy that that day I came on the bus and I came to practice. And I never turned away. And I love all of you. Like, you guys. I love you too, Kelly. I'm so proud to see all of you, and I'm so thankful to you, Mr. Davis.
Yes.
I just want to ask the Penn Workman family to come up before MIKA. We had Penn Workman. I just saw one of my teammates, older than me, walk through the door. So I just want to introduce, if you don't know, Rhonda, Katasha, Autumn. I don't know if you have something to say, but Penn Workman, please come to the front. Foundation right here.
Yes. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rhonda Singleton, and there was a time in my life where I wouldn't stand in front of a room of anybody because I was scared. And and the truth is that this gentleman here tortured me daily, told me I couldn't practice unless I sat in the room and stared at him eye to eye. Speechless. He made funny faces, everything. That practice molded me for life. It had opened up doors for me, helped me to become a coach, player, committed community member, and I also have a master's in public and corporate communication because of Barney Davis. With his heart, it's open to all of us. Honesty, support, encouragement. I mean, it's everything anybody could ever want in a human being, in a father figure. And I wish that the girls in New York City and beyond can be exposed to someone such as himself. Thank you.
Wow. I had no intentions on being in front of the room tonight, but I'm actually glad that you wanted me to say something. I can't really say much more than has already been said. I think you guys all know just how awesome of a person Mr. Davis is. But I've always had a very, very special relationship with him, and even my parents recognize it. My parents adore this man, and that has a lot to do with all the things that he did for me when I was in high school. All the conversations that we had that helped me to have the confidence to be the woman that I am today. So I owe a lot to him, and I never knew until I met Mr. Davis that anyone outside of your family could love you as much as they do. And so today I just want to say I love you very much. I always will. And I hope to actually give back and closer to MIKA. I've heard you guys talk about that, and a lot of the stuff, a lot of us have been away for a long time, from MIKA specifically. So I wish I had a glass to raise. So for those of you who do, I think we should raise a glass to Mr. Davis.
Beyond basketball hoops with no nets stand, beyond the accolades, I learned to be a champion woman. Far beyond material or book on any shelf, beyond the break, the press, or play, I learned about myself. Beyond the fundamentals or how to work the task, beyond the how, I learned the why, and learned to think and ask. Beyond the MIKA uniform, beyond the red and black, I gained a pride in who I am, always keeping me on task. And far beyond instruction, beyond the hardwood class, beyond the game and all the tests, beyond the fail or pass. The teacher loved me, so we coached. Beyond gymnasium wall, I thank God the teacher taught beyond the basketball.
She's a youngin'. Come on. She should just do push-ups off the strength that she do. Matter of fact, get 5 push-ups right now just off the strength because you know. You're a youngin'. Just do push-ups. Just do some push-ups right now.
Her name 8 million.
10 push-ups.
The last of the Rainbow Heads, 8 million push-ups.
Do this, I need Rodney up here.
Rodney. You're killing me. You're killing me. Alana, that was good. I forgot about you killing me.
Alicia's nickname is 8 million.
8 million.
And Rodney's going to tell you why. because he's the one that made it up. Good evening. Alicia. We call her 8 million because every time we would do a drill, we said, Alicia, she said, but why do I have to do it this way? My coach doesn't do it like this. Maybe we could try doing it this way. I said, okay, let's do this drill. Yeah, but do I have to shoot like that? Why do I have to do that? I said, where you get up from?
That's his first.
And he said to me, well, she's a really nice young lady. I said, okay, well, is she gonna do the drill or we gonna sit there and talk all day? And so I said, well, go try it with her again. I said, okay. So we're gonna do a 2-on-1 drill. When you're doing the 2-on-1, you play defense, you gotta move your feet, slide back and forth. Why I gotta slide back and forth? I said, so you can fake the 2 girls up there. I said, how about I just stand here and wait for the pass the ball and let her miss the layup? I said, she got 8 million stories every time we talk to her. He said, she's one of the smartest kids we got. I said, does that mean I gotta answer questions? And ever since then, we call her 8 million.
That's funny.
But as she started playing and listening to eventually what we were saying, talking to us, she got better and better. She got to the point where she could really score the ball. So I told her, I said, you know what? 8 million has more than one meaning. She says, what's the other meanings? I said, you got 8 million ways you can score. She said, oh yeah, 8 million. Yeah. I told Mr. Davis, and he laughed so hard. He laughed so hard. I said, why you laughing, Brian? He said, she won't even shoot the ball. But she's grown into it. She's doing a wonderful job right now. Thank you. And I have to tell you that everybody we have in MIKA right now, the only 2 present MIKA members that are here, which is Alicia and Janelle. Stand up, Janelle.
Oh. She's a youngin'. Go do some push-ups.
They are what you call throwbacks. Meaning, we got practice tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the park.
She's gonna be there.
Unfortunately, she's hurt right now. We got practice Monday, 3 o'clock in the park.
Monday holiday.
She only dribbles with her left hand.
She'll be there, right?
I'm missing the christening of my cousins and everything.
Anybody got a butterfinger?
No Mother's Day.
Listen, I missed my sister's Sweet 16 party to go to a baseball game.
And then he said stuff like that. I know. In 1920,
Alicia was one of the top scorers until she got injured this year. Alicia's one of the top scorers in New York City.
Oh.
And I got to tell you, she's also one of the top scorers when it comes to report cards. Which is why she's up here right now, and I cannot see what's on the paper, so you're going to have to read it. I had laser surgery, but only for seeing the ball.
Well, one of the things that we wanted to do tonight, and I hope that we continue doing, was I told Mr. Davis that I would ask him to choose one person that was somebody very special and that was somebody a part of MIKA currently to give a book scholarship to. So next semester, when you begin college, you'll have your books paid for totally, completely on me.
child.
Rhonda's gonna have to teach you how to do this.
All right.
We family. She's very shy.
I was surprised to get an award because I only been here for one summer. I played, and I was surprised that I learned so much from Mr. Davis because at my school at Wingate I didn't learn that much. Like we didn't have no plays or nothing. So.
Shut up, jackass! Shut up! Oh, sorry.
And at times I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself because, like, before we would play a game, I would see these tall girls on the other team and I would get scared. Like, I didn't want to go up on them, so I don't want them to block my shots or nothing like that, so I would stay away from them. But then Mr. Davis always say that I need to play more aggressive, and I think I did better because of him. And I want to thank Coach Rodney Carr, too. Because even though he always bugging me every time, I learned a lot from him. I think he believed in me more than I believed in myself, and made me be a better person. Thank you for this award, Mr. Davis. And Coach Bryce.
You gotta know my name. I'm giving you the check.
What's my name? Mr. Warren. Coach Warren.
I should have had a roast when I was in 12th grade.
Yo, hey. Kelly, leave it alone, Kelly.
That was me. That's me.
Yeah, we gonna be.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm very amazed and surprised because I never know my girl was so skillful. Because she was shy, you know. And she's a twin.
Yeah,
she's a twin.
You sure that's her?
I know.
I got a basketball.
I don't know much was going on, but all she was talking about is Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, you know, and he gave us big confidence. So, Mr. Davis, I'd like to thank you very much for all your help and support. Thank you very much.